The environmental changes wrought by the coronavirus has caused unexpected changes to our daily lifestyle. Since more people live in cities, a walk in nature is harder to find, as most cities don't have the benefit of greenways and natural parks. If spending time in actual nature is the new, and not so new, gold standard for wellness, creating the ideals of nature indoors is also booming. Biophilia, from the Greek meaning, love of life and the living world, came to the forefront in 1984, when E.O. Wilson, a biologist, theorist, naturalist and author, stated that loving nature is part of our DNA. We love nature because we learned to love the things that helped us survive. We are hardwired to affiliate with the natural world, and just as our health improves when we are in it, so our health suffers when we are divorced from it. Wilson went on to say, nature holds the key to our aesthetic, intellectual, cognitive and even spiritual satisfaction. An entire sector of the global wellness economy has taken these words to heart. And home. And community. With people spending, on average, 90% of their time indoors, especially as part of their work, many businesses are working to change the nature of the indoor landscape. According to Paul Shalla, CEO of Delos, a leading company in the creation of wellness real estate and communities, through evidence-based design, our buildings and communities can be leveraged to enhance our physical, emotional and cognitive health outcomes. This realization is part of why we've seen biophilic design become enormously popular within well-certified spaces over the past few years, and as the demand for high-performing buildings continues to grow. Nava, a Finnish health technology firm that specializes in the development of smart, active green walls, is one example of how companies are embracing this movement, as green walls not only work to purify the air we breathe but can also help reduce stress and foster a connection to the natural world indoors. Most recently, to address health and wellness directly within our homes, we've started applying these same nature-based strategies that have been used so successfully in office spaces, including purified air, purified water and lighting that mimics the natural patterns of the sun, all with the intent of improving health outcomes for people around the world. Green spaces actually leave people feeling less stressed and more focused. Amazon, in Seattle, is joining this worldwide movement. Downtown Seattle lacks greenery and plant diversity, John Saw, an Amazon spokesman, said. By bringing the outdoor work environment indoors, we create an environment where employees can collaborate and innovate together in a peaceful setting that is more like a tropical rainforest than a city. Humans are more generous, cooperative, and forward-thinking when surrounded by nature, said Tim Beatla, an architecture professor at the University of Virginia and executive director of the Biophilic Cities Project, a group that works with city collaborators to implement biophilic design across the world. L.L. Bean has been trying to actively bring people outdoors for more than 100 years, but this year, they created pop-up offices outdoors to show the importance of nature. Spending time outside, even at work, has tangible benefits. According to the retailer, 74% of workers said it improves their mood, 71% said it lowers stress, and certain types of indoor work, including brainstorming, are perceived as especially doable outside. According to a study by the University of Exeter, offices with plants could increase productivity by 15%, as well as lower physiological stress, increase attention span and improve well-being. This focus on greening our indoor spaces has an overall impact on how we feel about space, so we will likely be seeing more of this in shopping centers, schools, and hospitals in the future. Deborah Dunier, founder and president of EcoKai, a New York-based interior firm with purposeful design at its core, takes into account an emotional aspect of nature. Some of the happiest moments of our lives are spent outdoors. We all have recollections of these experiences: a blazing sunset, the scent of the ocean air, animal life encountered on a stroll through the woods, the view of a pastel sunrise from a mountaintop, a golden harvest moon or the fleeting glimpse of a mammoth butterfly. EcoKai brings nature indoors with patterns, textures, colors, furnishings, arrangements and art. The brain recognizes these elements and reacts in a positive way, almost as if you were outdoors experiencing it. The result is a feeling of happiness and well-being for you and your guests. To encourage clients to move their businesses toward a model that respects people, the planet and profits, Deborah and her team created Eco-Kai 1800 Seal, a certification program that features 18 guidelines that have to be met for a supportive, sustainable and effective environment. The first Eco-Kai certified restaurant was formerly Paul Newman's restaurant The Dressing Room. It was the first farm-to-table and sustainable restaurant in the U.S. and has reopened under the name Positano in Westport, Connecticut. The project is at the forefront of environmental sustainability with an innovative approach that meticulously blends green practices with environmental psychology and classical feng shui. 3 months after the redesign was completed, Chef Fernando Scarpati called Deborah to tell her that people in the community were coming to the restaurant when they were sick. They came to the restaurant to heal from migraines and stress-related ailments. Fernando told Deborah, "I just had to call to tell you because I know it is because of your design work.